On to the movies.
Yep, off you go. The whole episode this week, I'm just
what's going down? What have I been watching? Well, movies and TV shows. I just finished off Sherlock season 4.
Oh yeah,
So
what'd you think about it?
I only watched the first episode, and then I left episode 2 and 3. I don't know why.
Right.
Bloomin' loved it, man. Especially that last one. Did you see the last one?
Yeah, I've watched them all.
With the
so spoilers for Sherlock season 4
with the sister.
With the sister, yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, that was.
I enjoy Sherlock. I know it's a bit mental if you think about it too much.
It gets mental and mental. I guess. It really
but when
goes
I'm in
crazy.
it, I'm watching. I'm like, this is fine.
I think that's what put me off. The first episode, Watson's wife dies in it, and he's like super pissed off. And then I think it showed me a little teaser to episode 2, and I'm like, not really interested in watching that.
Right.
I was annoyed because of the teaser, but then when I watched the episode, I was like, this is freaking great.
Yeah.
But when I say this, it's like 6 months apart. Like I waited 6 months to watch it, and then episode 3 was just like mayhem, really good. But I noticed. Did you notice that they were doing some kind of trick with? He was drawing on a whiteboard, so he was in a street and he was drawing on the whiteboard or like some chalkboard, but. He was in the room drawing on a chalkboard, and suddenly, like, the camera switches away and comes back to him, and he's in the middle of like Baker Street.
Right? Yeah.
You can tell like the production value's gone way up.
Yeah, you can tell.
I was like, damn,
like,
that's pretty damn good. Yeah. You know, they must have had to hang that there, and take the wires away. But definitely awesome production value. I think the way it ended. Is there any more?
Well, the way they tried to set it up is because they don't know how long it'll be till the next time they get around. Yeah. Because you got Benedict.
They're so busy.
And you got Martin Freeman. So they're too busy to do it.
Yeah.
Like, not Martin Freeman because he has nothing to do because he's useless. But Benedict Cumberbatch is very busy.
What else is he in?
I think he was in one episode of The Office.
Yeah. I think like that was a pilot or something.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, he hasn't done much. But Benedict Cumberbatch, obviously Doctor Strange. So he's a very busy kind of guy.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like reset. So the end of like that episode is kind of like the Sherlock Holmes everyone knows.
Sure.
He wears the hat.
He's got the hat. Yeah.
Watson is a single man again. Sure. He's out with the ladies.
Yeah.
But he does have a daughter, which is new. Yeah. And it's
modernizing.
Like, they run out of the Diogenes Club. And it's like, this is Sherlock Holmes like everyone knew. Back to Basil Rathbone's version and all that. The classic 40s and 50s versions. I liked it. I loved that show, though.
Yeah. I guess you watched it a while ago. So.
Yeah, I watched it back in January when it came out. Yeah, but now it's on Netflix.
Oh, it was the new stuff as well?
Yep. Oh, wow. Season 4 just came out on Netflix, so anybody wants to watch it, go check it out.
That is funny you said that. That's actually on my list. Might as well go into it. It's like just Netflix... the fact they got that is awesome. They've just been getting good content all the time. And in Castlevania, as I walked into the podcast, you were watching it.
I was watching the
trailer.
It's
like the anime, isn't it? So
could have brought it up in the gaming section, but like...
I was wondering where to put it in.
I think I played one of the games.
Yeah.
But the thing I like about it is the anime aspect.
Sure.
Because I think that's the way to go.
Is that the first time they've done an anime on Netflix, like original as well?
I think it might be the first original Netflix.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember watching like
great.
Vampire Hunter D back in the day. So like I love that kind of over the top vampire-ish anime style they have. Yeah. So when I first heard they were going to make it, I thought it was going to be live action. Like that's going to be a piece of shit.
So did I. Yeah, I was
that
like,
is going to be.
You're going to have to spend a lot to pull this off.
Yeah. But then as anime, I'm like perfect.
Yeah, and that's why I brought up Netflix. It's like they're doing everything they need to.
Yeah.
They're just doing everything right, apart from apparently War Machine. Which bombed.
I heard it's not great, not good.
I actually don't know enough
for the
about
cast
it to say that.
Yeah. I might watch it this weekend. I'll watch that and Wonder Woman.
But the fact that like there's a Brad Pitt production on Netflix, and it's just come out. Oh, and there's Castlevania. Oh, and there's Stranger Things 2 coming out.
Yeah, there's the Will Smith one coming out soon.
It's mental. Like they're congratulations to them. They're doing really well.
So. Oh yeah, they definitely put in all the effort and time. But I know that Amazon have just released...
putting the pressure on?
Yeah, they have Amazon Studios, and Amazon Studios make the TV shows and movies. And obviously their movie, Manchester by the Sea, won the Oscar.
Right.
But now they've opened up the Amazon Shorts department.
Okay.
So they're going to do short films.
Oh, cool.
And then from that, they might like find the next big thing.
Here's a little tidbit for you going back to gaming. You definitely won't know this, but for anyone into gaming, Amazon have their own game engine. They developed their own game engine,
right?
And they rent it out to people. So if you want to develop it, develop using it. I don't know how much it would be a month.
Yeah.
But you can make your game on the Amazon game engine.
Oh,
and then
cool.
suddenly, like, you might see a really cool game come out, say, whatever, like, Wipeout. And then they'll be like, it's all built on Amazon game engine. Like,
yeah.
What? And then that's game engines are like rented monthly now.
Right.
But there's a few big ones out there. But yeah, I found it pretty crazy that Amazon had their own one. So
yeah.
They're definitely like looking at that industry because
they're
like
trying to break into everything.
Gaming's, like Injustice 2 was $80.
Yeah.
So, I did trade in some games for it, but $80 for Injustice 2 that we're playing.
Oh yeah.
And we might play this
for a
week
we
or
said,
so,
like last year, gaming made more money than film.
Yeah, yeah. So
now,
you can see why
it does cost more to go watch, or it costs more to play a game than go watch a movie.
Yeah.
But it's still money. Like, no one with the big bank account is thinking, well, obviously the reason, they don't give a crap what the reason is. All they say is like, that's making more money than that. Let's do that.
Oh yeah, yeah. It definitely levels out, and they're keeping an eye on everything. So, but yeah, it's kind of cool.
My news for this week revolves around the Justice League movie.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you heard.
I did. I heard because I saw you in tweet. I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I forgot to bring it up last week, but I was just curious to see what your thoughts were.
Yeah, it's just Zack Snyder's dropped out.
Yeah,
he had,
the reasoning was crazy. I didn't know about his daughter.
It was horrible.
I didn't know about
his daughter. She was 20 and she's committed suicide.
That's nuts. Yeah.
And this happened in March, and he tried to get through it.
And he
tried
thought
to
it was
work
going to
through
be all right. Yeah.
Yeah. So he went through April. He's gone through this month, and he can't do it.
Yeah.
He stepped down.
He's a busy guy, so.
Well, when you're the director of that kind of thing, it's just a behemoth.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, like he thought his grieving would happen easier if he worked, and it didn't happen. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Totally.
So hopefully him and his family can have some time and they can sort themselves out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's just terrible. Like,
I know.
People say, like, we shit on DC movies, or Zack Snyder's a bad director. I don't give a fuck what kind of director is. Doesn't fucking matter in that situation.
No. And he's keeping us talking anyway, and he's bringing entertainment.
Yeah.
No matter what a film is, he's always bringing entertainment.
Yeah, he's always bringing us something to talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
So he stepped down, and he's going to hand the final stage of production and I think post-production of Justice League over to Joss Whedon.
Yeah, I heard that.
Which is a big thing. Like, in the worst case scenario, which this is, that's probably the best case you can get for a superhero team movie. It's the guy who's done $2 billion superhero team movies.
Don't want to shit on what Snyder's been doing, but he's already done a lot of the film. So
like, I don't think Josh can come in and change it.
That's what I'm saying.
I know they're shooting some pickup scenes.
Okay.
That Whedon's going to write.
Okay.
But those scenes were already kind of planned out.
Sure, yeah.
As in, like, He's
just going to basically see it through, see the vision through.
Like, this film's coming out in November.
Yeah, it's pretty damn sick.
Like, we're in May. Like, this film's over.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I was saying.
Fix it.
There's no, and hopefully there is no fixing to be done.
Hopefully
apart from Cyborg.
Like, if the first rumors we've got of Wonder Woman are sorted, then great.
Yeah.
And I think Joss, he's not going, for two reasons. He can't go in there and just make his movie because, like, 90% of it's done.
Sure.
So if he just says, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, everyone's going to be like, oh, that's a Joss Whedon scene. That's a Joss Whedon scene. Right. That looks like a Buffy scene. That's Joss again.
He's going to see it through.
And the second thing is seeing it through because it's respectful to Zack. It's
and these guys are friends as well. Like, they've all got to be friends
to work together.
Surely? Yeah. So
for DC, it's a great thing, I guess, because they probably just went to Joss and they said, look, like, this is a few months ago before Batgirl. They just said, you can do anything you want. We're not going to tell you what to make, and we're not going to make you put any kind of, like, connections into the movie.
Yeah.
So he's not going to have, like, an Avengers 2 situation.
Yeah.
He'd just be like, no stress, make whatever you want, no pressure. And he said, I'll do Batgirl.
Right.
And they went, okay, great. And he's going to write and direct Batgirl. And like we've already talked, he was going to cast an unknown actress.
Yeah.
All of that to me speaks to Warner Brothers just being like, just get him in the door.
Yeah.
And then once he's in the door, we can start to move him to doing the Justice League 2 movie or Superman 2 or, you know.
Yeah.
So now that he's already going to be doing Justice League, I think that's a nice big get. Like, the fact that he even decided to do it.
Yeah.
Because they could have got somebody else.
No, I was actually pretty surprised when they did that. But it's a nice little bridge between the two. As in, like, just for his thinking and how he'll just being able to edit in whatever Justice League, he'll get those kind of vibes, but he'll bring some of that across at least.
Oh yeah, he'll still
instead
have
of
some
being a
touch
completely different film.
Yeah.
So
and for the people who I don't know if they even exist, the people who hate DC and like love Marvel, the fact that now Joss Whedon is doing Justice League, kind of wins them over. Like, oh, Joss, I trust him. I'm going to follow him. I'll pay attention to what he's doing.
I don't think there's anyone. I mean, you're more passionate about it, I guess. But are there people that hate DC?
I don't
like if
think
we're
so.
at Comic-Con or at Fan Expo, like we're thinking about going to Fan Expo.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be like, I fucking hate DC.
I've never understood any idea that would happen.
Yeah.
Like, there's comics.
There are people out there that are super passionate about.
But there might be people that are like, I don't like Superman. It's like, fine. But
do you think there'd be people there that would be like, fucking Guardians of the Galaxy, like, hate you?
Yeah,
like you just like you're all comedy. There's no story there.
I think there might be, but that's more reaction of like internet kind of.
Sure.
You can say whatever you want, and no one's going to chase you down.
Yeah.
But in the real world, no one is that angry.
No,
no one can be walking around and be like, "Fucking Marvel bastards with their fucking comedy." It's like,
you had your
what is wrong with you, you weird freaky man? Go away. You're not right in the head. I'm not letting you near children. And that's the thing, like, it's children, it's comic books.
No, I know, yeah.
Way too many people getting that angry are like 30-year-old men.
Well,
like us, just being
it's
like,
it's a new age though, because those guys growing up with the comic books are now older. It's like with gaming, you know, like I think we discussed it on a podcast with my dad being like, "You're too old for gaming.
Yeah,
like, put the games away."
Oh,
it's like, nope, you can make a living off that now, Dan.
Yeah, you could be one of the richest people in the world now, Dad.
Exactly.
Sorry.
So put the console away.
Yeah.
So
again, for Zack Snyder and his whole loss, you know, thoughts go out to him. Hope
totally.
I can't say things get better. Just hope things get a little bit easier.
Things pick up.
I don't know who's listening to us, but if anybody's out there and they're feeling shitty, go talk to somebody.
Yeah.
You know, make a phone call. Use your smartphone, like we're always saying. Like, don't go through that, you know.
No.
Like for yourself or for anybody else, anybody, just deal with it.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. That's it.
Just keep tuning in because we'll be here.
Yeah. We'll be here. If you need it, just
entertain.
Send us a message if you want. randomnbollox@gmail.com.
Please do.
The other movie news I had was everything that's coming up. Like the reaction to Baywatch has been terrible. Pirates of the Caribbean has been terrible, and neither of us were interested in that.
I wasn't. I still can't remember the name of the film.
Yeah.
Baywatch, the wife and I were quite liking, actually. We were like, are we going to see a comedy in the cinema? Like, we wouldn't ever usually do that.
Yeah.
But we were looking at each other thinking, I might pay some money for this. But at the back of my mind, I kept on thinking, is the trailer just all the funny bits?
Yeah.
And then, like, the way it's edited as well, it's like the film different. From what I'm hearing, it is a little bit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really kept up with it.
Yeah.
I do follow The Rock, as we both do on Instagram. Yeah. Obviously, he's plugging it, saying like, it's doing well, but I don't know.
Yeah, as long as it makes money, that's all they care about.
Yeah.
And it'll make money because it wasn't that expensive to make.
I think they've already confirmed number 2, haven't they?
Yeah, probably.
So, yeah.
The other thing with movies was just that next week is obviously Alien Covenant, and we'll talk about Wonder Woman.
Yep.
So hopefully they'll both be great for us or whatever.
I hope so.
The week after that, I realized, is when The Mummy comes out.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. Because I just saw the other trailer for it.
I'm not super.
And I'm like,
are
you in? I'm kind of on the fence now. Of like, I like Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
I like mummies. Where am I going to go on this? But I saw the trailer again, and I was like, nothing in this appeals to me. Whereas everything in it should appeal to me.
Yeah.
You got like a crazy mummy attacking London, modern age. It looks like there's some good action in it. I think Joe Johnson's his name, the guy from New Girl. He's like the sidekick comic relief.
Yeah.
Then you got good old Russell Crowe hanging out doing his thing, and I'm like,
bad guy, isn't he? But yeah,
he's a bad guy, good guy, Mr. Jekyll. Yeah, and I'm like, this looks like everything I should like, but I'm watching the trailer, being like, nothing's selling me on this.
Yeah,
and we always bitch about trailers.
Yeah,
but this is like you're hiding too much. You're hiding too much.
I know what you mean. Nothing's like selling it to me. I've got a little problem with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
I feel like, for me, I don't know why, because I do like the guy, I feel like he's going down the Nicolas Cage road.
Right.
Like he's and that road is like, I just see him in so many things.
Yeah.
And I just can't take him seriously.
Right.
Though last week I was talking about Edge of Tomorrow, and I bloody loved him.
And that's the thing, like it's in your head, but like the last Tom Cruise movie to come out was Mission Impossible 5.
Was it?
Yeah.
Really?
Like he hasn't been in a movie since then.
Oh yeah, that was the Simon Pegg, and they were driving in the BMW and
that
stuff.
was great.
Yeah. I do like Tom Cruise, but I don't know, in that film maybe it just doesn't connect for me.
I think the problem I have with The Mummy now that I'm going over it again is that I don't know what kind of movie it's going to be.
Right.
Like, is it an action kind of, out there Mission Impossible thing?
Yeah.
Or is it a horror, dark kind of like
true,
everything's in trouble kind of thing?
The only thing,
or is it this fun Indiana Jones romp thing?
I see definitely Indiana Jones in there. Yeah.
I'm watching it all in there, and I'm like,
where are they going?
Where are they going?
Yeah.
Because it could just turn up like the original Mummy, which is fine.
Yeah. Is it though? Well,
it's fine. Yeah. Like,
did that have The Rock in it, or was that? No, that was
2.
That was it number 2?
Was it 2?
Or was that something
or 3?
Else? Was that Scorpion King? That was a Scorpion King.
But he was in The Mummy.
Was he in The Mummy?
As the Scorpion King in one of the flashbacks. And from that they had a spin-off called The Scorpion King. Yeah. I think it was 2. I think he was in 2 or 3.
Right.
Maybe. He's in Baywatch. I know that much.
I remember us talking about this Mummy trailer because I need to look it up. Everyone else needs to look this up as well. Yeah. But in the trailer, he's like on a plane. He's hanging out the window, but he makes some sound. He goes like, whoa!
Yeah, he's shouting
like
as he's
and then
falling,
someone edited this whole scene together with him just going like, whoa!
Yeah.
Like that, but it's fucking hilarious.
And I've seen that, and I'm like looking at the action scenes, I'm thinking, these look great.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's the tone, the color tone of the film.
Sure.
It just looks dull to me or something.
Right.
It all looks grey and brown. I don't know. I couldn't get it. And then obviously a couple of weeks after that, there's like a couple other films we don't really want to see, like Transformers and shit like that.
Yeah, but we're gonna go see them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So the Mummy's the only one that's.
I'd rather see Transformers than Mummy.
Yeah, true. So. Well, maybe I'll go see Mummy and I'll give her a classic one-man review while the other one listens.
Here's something. When I was seeing Guardians of the Galaxy, I was seeing it with my brother.
Yeah.
And they played the Transformers trailer. The beginning of the Transformers trailer has got what's your face? Odin.
Optimus.
Odin. It's got
what's
Odin.
His face? Odin.
Yeah, Odin doing the voice.
Yeah.
And then it goes. It's all like medieval.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to thing. We thought that was 2 different films.
Mm.
So my brother was just like, what's this? Is this King Arthur?
Yeah.
Like we actually thought it was King Arthur.
Yeah.
And we're like, it's King Arthur. And then suddenly it just cut to Optimus or whatever.
Yeah.
And then my brother was just like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Was the King Arthur trailer like 15 seconds long?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know actually.
I think it was that bit with
Odin. I can't explain this. So I'm like, it's the Odin bit.
It was Hannibal Lecter. Yeah. Hannibal Lecter was telling everybody what's going on.
That one just, it's just tripe, to be honest. But
yeah,
I'd rather see it than
the last Michael Bay directed one. That's actually in the trailer.
I thought he said he was going to do like 14 more. He's
producing them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll
see how well this one does.
And if it makes enough money, he's just like, I'll do that again so I can get paid $20 million to watch robots roll around.
It's true. I had a couple of other films before you cut me off about 10 minutes ago.
Right, fine, dickhead.
That I was watching. I watched John Wick 2.
Did you watch it?
I did watch John Wick 2.
What are you thinking of John Wick's?
I much preferred number 1.
Oh, interesting.
But spoilers here.
Yeah, because I already spoiled it in my review.
Yeah, number 3 is coming out.
Definitely.
Because like you said, they lined it up. It was good, but I just felt like they weren't like trying to improve on it. They were just like, let's just do the same thing.
This works, yeah, I get what you mean, yeah.
And I like at the beginning the Russian mafia dude. He was like, he's killed my brother. He's killed. You thought it was going to go down the road of him like, I will never give up.
Yeah.
But it's just like, he's killed my brother. He's killed all my family. He's like, the stories you tell.
Yeah.
What did he say now?
The pencil.
Yeah, with the pencil, and it was just like, they've been most likely watered down.
Yeah.
And then, but then he comes into the room, like kills everyone.
Yeah.
It's just like peace. The guy's like,
he actually doesn't kill that many people.
Not in this one. No. Yeah.
No, in the Russian bit, remember, because he's mostly beating the shit out of them.
He is getting hit by cars. His car's getting beaten up.
That was a great fight though, and he's getting whacked around.
No, they
with
are
cars.
good. They are good. I think what makes number 1 so special is for me, seeing Keanu Reeves just doing that role, you know, because he kind of wasn't doing anything for a while, and suddenly you saw him in this film. What's John Wick? What's he doing?
Yeah,
and suddenly you're like, oh my god, that's
He's back
awesome.
to action.
And then
Keanu.
seeing it in this one, you just see it again. It's just, and it answered everything I want. I'm like, I just want to see him shoot people in the head and take on some more people.
The bit with the shotgun in the caves.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, when that shotgun, do you watch it at home or did you watch it?
I watched it at home.
Oh man, in the cinema when he cocks that shotgun and fires it, it just.
What annoyed me was the fact that the shotgun was there and it was all just set up. Like I would have liked it if, like,
but he
if
planned
that.
He put the shotgun on the thing, and
I would have liked it if someone else had it, and then when was like.
How do you think he's John Wick? He plans these things. He goes to the store, he buys a pencil sharpener, and he makes sure that pencil's sharp so he can kill two guys with a pencil sharpener.
We need to get those suits though with the Kevlar.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
That was pretty sweet. Yeah. I did really like that, and they were like
little cameo from Peter Serafinowicz.
Oh yeah,
as the sommelier.
That's right. Yeah, and then when he put it on, they said to him. Like, it's going to look good. It's going to be stylish.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt like hell.
It's going to hurt like hell.
It's like so thin. But yeah, kind of enjoyed that. Hey guys, thanks for listening. If you like what you heard, click the subscribe button.
Yeah, and as always, you can check out the full episode on iTunes, or here it's going to be posted usually every weekend. Thanks for listening.
Oh yeah.